pleasure to introduce Miss Christy Stoll to open our 2018 graduation ceremony with an invocation. Christy is a daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Andy and Sherry Stoll. Christy's future plans are to attend Taylor University, to major in sociology with a concentration in family studies and double minor in psychology and orphans and vulnerable children. Ladies and gentlemen, Christy Stoll.
Please join me in prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, as we gather today, we thank you for giving each graduate the dedication and perseverance that allowed us to reach this crucial point in our lives. We're thankful for the opportunities we've been granted, the support we've received from our families, the guidance given to us by our educators, and the hope of a successful and fulfilling future. I pray that in the years to come, we have the ability to look back on our high school careers with fond memories as we remember what we've learned and the people around us. May we use the lessons we've gained so far to shape our lives, build our character, and keep us on the path designed for us. I ask that you please bless the class of 2018 and all of our future endeavors. In Jesus' name, amen. At this time, I ask if you would please stand as I lead you in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated.
And welcome to the 55th Commencement Ceremony of Twin Lakes High School. I am Melissa Whitehead, Principal of Twin Lakes High School. Joining us in our celebration of the 2018 graduates are our Twin Lakes School Corporation Board Trustees, Superintendent Mr. Michael Galvin, Assistant Principal Mrs. Desiree Swain, Athletic Director Mr. Kent Adams, Student Services Director Mrs. Samantha McAtee, Counselors, Mrs. Susan Wilbanks, and Miss Jessica Hulliker. Twin Lakes School Corporation educators, parents, family members, and friends. It is an honor and privilege for us to share this special occasion with you. We ask everyone to respect the importance of the ceremony of the class of 2018 and refrain from making inappropriate sounds or remarks during the program. Please silence your phones at this time. We want to ensure that the graduates and their families hear all the wonderful speeches and performances from the band and choirs today. Thank you. We want to recognize the Twin Lakes Corporation educators who are here today sharing this special occasion with you. Our teachers are committed to cultivating the skills, knowledge, and desire of our children to be part of something great. These educators have spent countless hours and efforts in working with our youth, and we are pleased that they're here today to send our graduates off to pursue their passion. Through your teachers, you have been inspired, you have the confidence and determination to seek out your life dreams. As educators, nothing is more important to us than seeing each of you be successful in your life calling. Class of 2018, please stand and turn to and face the very educators you have invited here today and give them a round of applause for all that they have done for you. Thank you. Oprah Winfrey said, the key to realizing a dream is to focus not on success, but significance. And then even the small steps and little victories along your path will take on greater meaning. We all had a dream for you to get to this place you are today. The dream started many years ago with your families, then your teachers, and has transitioned to become your dream as well. Today is a day of significance. Today is a day that you will remember your whole life. Today is the day to be proud of who you are and what you have achieved. The road to graduation was easier for some than others. Some of you experienced roadblocks that maybe made you work harder than ever before. Many of you had circumstances that made you stronger than you were. No matter how you got to this point in your life, your dream of being a graduate of Twin Lakes High School is no longer a dream, but a reality. In addition, you are here because of the people and experiences you had while working towards your dream. I'm proud to stand here today as your principal of Twin Lakes High School and celebrate your success. For many of you, your road to a new dream begins tomorrow. Do not be afraid to dream big and set your goals high. Always remember to celebrate your victories, for the experiences and the journey are as important as the dream itself. On behalf of the Twin Lakes staff, congratulations, class of 2018. And now it's my pleasure to introduce Mr. John Gooding, President of the Twin Lakes School Corporation Board of Trustees, to share a congratulatory message. Following Mr. Gooding's remarks, Twin Lakes School Corporation Superintendent, Mr. Michael Galvin, will then share his message. Mr. Gooding.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the Twin Lakes School Corporation Board of Trustees, I'd like to welcome everyone to the celebration of the class of 2018. Today's a great day to celebrate the academic and extracurricular successes of these young ladies and gentlemen before us as they prepare to leave high school and begin the next phase of their life. Parents, grandparents, brothers, sisters, family, and friends, the board would like to offer our congratulations to you on your graduate successful completion of Twin Lakes High School. Your love, support, and encouragement have been the foundation upon which they have grown physically, emotionally, spiritually, and educationally. Our corporation is blessed to have the quality of families that nurture students like those in front of me today. Mr. Galvin, our principals, teachers, and all school employees, the board's appreciation for your dedication to our students cannot be expressed with simple words. Please accept our heartfelt thanks and gratitude for the outstanding good work you do every day. Graduates, congratulations on achieving this milestone in your life. Today is a celebration of 13 years of work in the classroom, but is a small part of your journey through life. What lies beyond today for each of you is a new beginning. Your next step forward will be on a path of your choosing. Some of you will be entering the military to serve your country, and for this, we thank you. Others will seek to further their education, or enter the workforce, or both. No matter which direction your next step takes you, I'm confident that the challenges and obstacles upon this path are those that you can face, overcome, and succeed. I'd like to offer each of you, two challenges. First, pursue your dreams. Allow yourself the opportunity to pursue that which makes your heart soar. Know the joy in your avocation being your passion, because you'll never have to work a day in your life. If it's not work, if you love what you do. The second challenge is to serve your community. Give back to your community to help those in need. Whether through your church, a philanthropic organization, an elective office, or simply helping your neighbor. Helping those in need and expecting nothing in return grows your heart and your soul. Something that is vitally needed in our world today. As you move forward from this day and race towards your future, we wish you nothing but the best. We hope you realize all of your dreams and make the world a better place. Good luck, and God bless.
Good afternoon, class of 2018, Board of School Trustees, administration, staff, family members, and community members. I would like to take a moment and recognize our Twin Lakes School Corporation Board of School Trustees. First of all, you've met Mr. Gooding, our board president, Mr. Shane Hanna, vice president, Mr. Scott Andrews, our secretary, and members, Mr. Michael Godlove, Mr. Jeff Milligan, Mr. John Rosca, and Mr. Maury Weymouth. I commend these gentlemen on their leadership within our corporation. They are dedicated to making decisions on the foundation of what is best for our students. Thank you, gentlemen. It is a great honor to stand before these accomplished scholars today. Graduation day is a momentous occasion as you take the first step towards beginning your adult life. The individuals gathered in this room today have provided support, encouragement, and love along your path to this day. Tom Brokaw stated, "You are educated, your certification is in your degree. You may think of it as the ticket to the good life." Let me ask you to think of an alternative. Think of it as your ticket to change the world. A ticket, a simple piece of paper, which can give you permission to travel to all parts of the world, attend concerts or sporting events, or permit you to enter great lecture halls to hear famous speakers. A simple piece of paper, providing you access to desires. Today you receive a ticket, a diploma to the beginning of your life. Where will your journey take you? Will you go to college, trade school, the military, or the workforce? The ticket only begins the journey. You determine the adventures to experience and the success of the journey. You determine how you will use that ticket to change the world for good. Will you be the first female president? Will you find the cure for cancer? Or will you be the first human to step foot on Mars? Or will you protect our country against the threats of the world? This year I celebrate my 30th class reunion as a graduate of North High School of Evansville, Indiana, class of 1988. My ticket, my diploma, opened up opportunities permitting me to graduate from the University of Southern Indiana with a bachelor's and master's, becoming the first person to accomplish this task in my family. I then got the best job by becoming a teacher and molding and developing the minds of our future. I wanted to change the world and make it better for future generations. I've continued my career at the Western Kentucky University to seek my doctorate. But all of these accomplishments were provided to me with this simple ticket, my high school diploma. It opened the world to me. Today your journey begins with this simple ticket. However, in 30 years, what will your journey look like? Where will you be? You hold that ticket. Make your journey awesome. On behalf of the Board of School Trustees, the administration, and your teachers, we wish you, the class of 2018, the best in your future endeavors. As I always say, great things are happening at Twin Lakes School Corporation, and the class of 2018 is one of them. Thank you, and God bless.
I'm pleased to introduce our next speaker, Mr. David Sumner Moat, to you. Sumner is the senior class president and son of Mr. and Mrs. Dave and Sarah Moat. Sumner's future plans are to attend Indiana University to study business management. Sumner.
Oh hey, didn't see you there. Dictionary.com defines senior as at or above the age of 60. I defined it as Twin Lakes Class of 2018. When I look over the graduates in front of me, I am impressed. I'm impressed because 9 weeks ago, they told us that about 6 of us were on track not to graduate. I can say with a smiling face that at least a 5th of them made it. Let's give them a round of applause. What amazes me most about looking out here and seeing all you graduates is how much effort has gone into getting us where we are today. The hours we put into ourselves and the hours so many great people have put into us. Our parents, our educators, our administration, coaches, the lady that helps us cross the street every day. I'd like to think that we'd still all be here if she didn't help us cross the street, but I guess we don't know. Many people have given such large parts of their lives to us. And we have to remember that everything you do influences someone, for better or for worse. And you have to make an effort to make your influences positive on someone else, like so many people have done for you. Throughout my time at Twin Lakes, I've witnessed many miraculous sights. I've seen a student throw a pumpkin out of a bus window. We've looked directly into a solar eclipse without putting on proper eyewear. We saw 2 kids fight over a chicken patty sandwich. And now we watch our fellow classmates do something they've been working for their entire lives. Tough times never last, but tough people do. Life's not for the faint-hearted. It won't all be good times and good vibes. There might be times where you feel like you're walking a lonely road, the only road you've ever known. You might not know where it goes, but you've got to remember to not give up when things get hard, to push, and eventually success follows every achievement. Remember that no matter what you're facing, you're not alone. I don't care what Green Day says, none of us walk alone. We haven't walked alone for the past 4 years. Almost every day, we saw people walking on the same path as us. We don't walk this empty street. We walk the road that'll be like no other for us. And this has caused us to grow together, to form a bond. As we move on from today, our roads will diverge, but they always lead back to the same place. I'd like to leave you with an excerpt that I feel is pretty fitting for this situation. Closing time. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end.
Thank you, Sumner. We would next like to introduce to you your salutatorian, Miss Amy Lyons. Amy is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Beth and Bruce Lyons. Her future plans are to attend Indiana University and major in accounting. Amy.
I'd like to start by saying congratulations to my fellow classmates on graduating, and also thank you to our educators who have guided us here today. Although this is and should be a very exciting and happy time for each of us, it is easy to become saddened by the tragic events happening in the world around us. We live in a dark time where there's a new horror every time we watch the news. But my message this afternoon is about kindness, because it's sadly lacking in the world today. A simple smile, a good morning, or a how are you, can be the only kind thing someone hears in a day. Sometimes we become so absorbed in our own circle of friends and family that we ignore or forget about others. And it's the people we ignore and mistreat that become dark, depressed, and sometimes eventually violent. Simple, random acts of kindness can make all the difference to someone in need, or really to any of us. As each of us embark on our new journeys, we may have doubts, regrets, or fears, but I can guarantee you will never have any doubts or regrets about being kind. Barbara DeAngelis once said, "Love and kindness are never wasted. They always make a difference. They bless the one who receives them, and they bless you, the giver." Have you ever noticed how when someone says good morning to you, it's hard not to smile and say hi back? Or when someone reaches out to you on a bad day, your mood is uplifted? Kindness works in a domino effect. And the more kindness we can start, the more it will spread, and the brighter the world can become. Fellow graduates, let's start today by reaching out to someone you don't know and congratulating them on finishing high school and wish them luck in their future endeavors. Let's take that a step further and continue to spread kindness as we go off to college or out to the workforce. Many people say our generation is lazy, entitled, and selfish, but we can change that. Let's give our class the reputation of being kind and compassionate individuals. And if we can do that, we will make the world a brighter place. Once again, congratulations.
It is now an honor and pleasure to introduce the class of 2018 Twin Lakes High School valedictorian, Ms. Anna Marvin. Anna is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Matthew and Kristen Marvin. Her future plans are to attend Indiana University to major in psychology. Ladies and gentlemen, Anna Marvin.
As tacky as it is to say, I never thought we'd get here. It always kind of felt like high school would just go on forever. These past 4 years have, like they always say they will, truly flown by. You get so caught up in the little moments that comprise every day, and before you know it, we're all sitting here together in these robes and these silly hats, wondering where all this time went. In the past 4 years, I have learned so much. Sure, I may have picked up a few things in the classroom, but I also learned a lot about myself, and a very small amount about the world. First and foremost, I learned that no matter what it is you may be worrying about, and no matter how much it seems like it won't, the sun will come up tomorrow. Unless, of course, something goes astronomically wrong, in which case I'm going to guess your problem definitely isn't priority number 1 anymore. Sometimes the only thing you can do is sleep on it and try to wake up with a fresh perspective. I have also learned that your life is simply the sum of every single decision you've ever made. That's kind of a daunting idea when you first think about it, but in reality, it means you can't be defined by one solitary decision. If one day you wake up and you don't like the path your life has taken, the only person with the power to change that path is you. We are not victims of our environment. The decisions that we make control the outcomes we face, not some intangible force acting upon us. Perhaps the most important thing I've learned in these past 4 years is the importance of connections. I've made friends with some people that I never would have thought I'd be close to. People say all the time, humans are social creatures, and I never really understood that concept until recently. The connections you make and the company you keep are extremely important and can give a huge impact on your life. We were not made to go through this world alone, so any chance you get to make a new one or strengthen a pre-existing connection, you should definitely take it. As I begin to close today, I just want to say that I feel extremely blessed to have grown up in this community. I hear people say things all the time like, I can't wait to get out of this town, but I wouldn't have wanted to grow up anywhere else. I'll always be able to look back on these times with happiness and nostalgia, and that wouldn't be possible without not only my classmates, but everyone else in the community that has had an impact on my life. So I just want to say thank you for that. However, as we leave here today, I urge all of you to not get stuck in the past, but to fiercely pursue your own individual future. I wish you all luck with your future endeavors, whatever they may be, and I hope that no matter what you do what makes you happy. Lastly, I want to take a moment to thank all of the educators and administrators that have helped us along the way. We wouldn't be here without you. I also want to send a special thank you to my parents. I love you guys so much, and I truly appreciate everything you've done for me over the years. I'll leave you with a quote I read in a book once that I think really speaks to the possibilities of the future. One life on this earth is all that we get, whether it is enough or not enough, and the obvious conclusion would seem to be that at the very least, we are fools if we do not live it as fully and beautifully as we can. Thank you.
Mr. Galvin, as principal of Twin Lakes High School, I hereby certify that the graduates sitting here today, Saturday, May 26, 2018, have met the requirements as prescribed by the Indiana Department of Education and the Twin Lakes School Board Trustees. Therefore, it is my privilege and honor to present to you the class of 2018. They are now ready to receive a diploma or certificate of course completion, signifying that each one has successfully completed the curriculum requirements of Twin Lakes High School. It is my pleasure to introduce Twin Lakes High School Assistant Principal, Mrs. Desiree Swain, to present the individual graduates to the Twin Lakes School Corporation Superintendent, Mr. Michael Galvin, to receive their diplomas. Mrs. Swain.
first row, please stand. Anna Christine Marvin. Christy Ann Stoll. David Sumner Moat. Lauren Michelle Hardebeck. Fletcher Von Spence. Anne Louise Volz. Anton Ademi. Kyra Marie Alley. Haley Michelle Applegate. Aliyah Gail Arthur. Foreign exchange student receiving an honorary diploma, Louisa Auk. Yaneli Barrera. Osvaldo J. Montiel Fuentes. Megan Sue Hitz. Mallory Fran Gardner. Danielle Bailey Hodgen. Margaret Ellen Milligan. Amy Megan Lyons. Bailey K. Burns. Dakota Lee Sammons. Taylor K. Burns. Heather Lynn Beach. Mason Lee Bishop. Olivia Bohr. Max A. Bottoms. Sierra Lander Beaucamp. Kayla Renee Bowser. Jeremiah Joseph Bush. Kariston Brooke Elizabeth Calhoun. Kyler Nye Castor. Kevin Alexander Castro. Caden M. Clugston. Brayden Lee Coble. Tyler John Collier. Colby L. Combs. Carly Addison Hornet. Samantha J. Craig. Max Kenton Crawford. Owen Mitchell Crowell. Griselda Cruz. Hannah Nicole Dalglish. Michaela Edith Davis. Cameron Austin DeWitt. Melena L. Dickerson. Zachary Edward Dishman. Hope Elizabeth Dodson. Reese Anthony Dodd. Hannah C. Dole. Parker Andrew Drazer. Dakota Wade Dye. Yuli Espino. Christian Estudillo. Elion Raunel Estudillo. Oscar Armando Favela. Colton Robert Fairchild. Kirsten May Fairchild. Sarah Elizabeth Fells. Shiloh Ryan Flaherty. Vanessa Jane Ford. Alexis Sierra Elizabeth Fox. Diana Yvette Frigoso. Christian Gomez. Elena Garcia Lopez. Benjamin Robert Getz. Maddie Lynn Greer. Adrian Guerrero. Omar Gutierrez. Anne Marie Gutwine. Josie McKenna Gutwine. Micah Lewis Parker. Orion Adam Parker. Jonathan George Haygood. Omar Hernandez. Connor Logan Hobson. Kennedy Francis Holmes. Ashley Lynn Horn. Sarah Beth Horning. Jenna Lynn Hughes. Marissa Jean Jennings. Levi Eugene Kybers. Nathaniel Lee Lane. Branson David Lehockey. Brennan Matthew Lesher. Zachary McKnight Livesey. Tyler Stephen Lord. Jenna Lee Lotus. Madison Paulina Merole. Charles Austin Martin. Bailey Christine McCall. Gage Eli McClung. Daniel Thomas McBady. Avery Jordan McWilliams. Maria Rose Mecklenburg. Andrew Carl Malin IV. Kyle James Miller. Micah Dante Miller. Easton Michael Minthorn. Dylan Michael Mitchell. Zulemi Y. Montiel Fuentes. Reed Kendall O'Neill. Edwin Orozco. Brandon Renee Ortigoza Martinez. Evan Scott Overly. Peyton Danielle Pelushniak. Michael Anthony Pellegrini. Alexia Alexandra Petrossi. Keena K. Pemison. Dylan Cole Piercy. Gabrielle Marie Close. Maggie Fritz. Jeremiah J. Pugh Jr. Griffin J.C. Qualio. Joel David Quaisbarth. Joseph Michael Queenan. Brianna Nicole Ramsey. Brannigan E. Reese. Craig Andrew Rice. Carlos Reyes Espinoza. Anthony Karsten Reyes. Leslie Giselle Reyes. Brianne Rochelle Reynolds. Vincent Andrew Reese. Hannah Trinity Robbins. Eliana Naomi Rodriguez. Lauren Denise Kane Romero. Leslie Onahi Ocampo Romero. Jared Anthony Rosenberg. Tyrese Omar Ruiz. Maxwell James Sanders. Hannah Nicole Saunders. Faith Micaiah Scanlon. Jerica Nicole Schroeder. Alexander Michael Scott. Delaney Marie Scott. Devin Anthony Scott. Benjamin Hugh Self. Blaine Edward Self. Monica Marie Sharp. Austin Stone Shelton. Jared Andrew Schroff. Blake A. Smith. Sean Joseph Smith Jr. Hunter Lee Smollett. Dylan T. Jones. Gabrielle Elizabeth Snowberger. Taylor Samantha Spear. Nicole Marie Stahelski.
Taylor Edward Stewart. Kiara Renee Summers. Skylar Nicole Swigman. Emily Renee Timmons. Foreign exchange student receiving an honorary diploma, Denise Tinaharo Cardenas. Kaylee Brianne Tomlinson. Shelby Marie Tryon. Samuel Arnold Venters. Jacob Andrew Walton. Asia Leanne Watts. Kevin Jacob Watts. Luke Dean Weaver. Destiny Lorraine Westbrook. Jade C. Wharf. Sydney Grace Wharf. Alyssa Ivy Whitaker. Carrie Joseph White. Matthew Simon Wycole. Jake M. Williams. Andrew James Wright. Anthony Michael Wright. Morgan Riley Young. Tyler Smart.
Once again, it is my honor to bring Class of 2018 to valedictorian Anna Marvin to the stage for the changing of the tassels. Will the Class of 2018 please rise? Class of 2018, please follow your valedictorian in the changing of the tassels. Anna and the Class of 2018, please take your left hand and move your graduation tassel from the right side of your cap to the left side of your cap, so the tassel is now hanging over your heart. It is now my pleasure to present the Class of 2018. Congratulations, you are now an official graduate of 2018. Congratulations, Class of 2018. Please be seated. It is my honor and pleasure to introduce Miss Maggie Milligan to close our ceremony with a Commencement Benediction. Maggie is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Jeff and Rebecca Milligan. Maggie's future plans are to attend St. Mary's College to study engineering. Ladies and gentlemen, Maggie Milligan.
If you don't, please join me in prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, please bless the Class of 2018 as we take this first step into the rest of our lives. And in the words of the traditional Irish blessing, may the rose rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face, the rains fall soft upon your fields, and until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. Amen.